Ta-da! Now what? Now what are we going to do? Well, I say we move on. The best option in my opinion would be to go to the system again, refuel there, and just head forward from there. And if we encounter problems, we may always come back here and stick around a bit longer. Now, do we have something that we can dispose of? We have a bit of this. We have a bit of this. Yeah, okay, I think we'll be fine. Let's do another travel here. Okay, now what I want exactly is to burn some fuel here. And go here. And probe here. Which gives me enough to hold on for some time. Right. And it gives me even more. So we'll send out a probe using just 3 maybe? Okay, that seems about right. And garden planet? No, we have a lot of oxygen for now. Fuel is of the essence. So white dwarf or red dwarf? Man, something tells me that the green ending is the positive one. The original one was the red one. But the green one was the judges and architects, I guess. Maybe? I haven't finished the game, so I'm just guessing. Everybody fears the judges and architects, but it tells me that those are the ones that are watching me. That's what I'd do if I was a judge and architect. Day 414. Space unfolds before, or rather inside of a giant structure, like a cobweb made of rocks and ice. A 3D spider web. I was inside it and flying at top speed. I did my best to fly between the giant ropes next to strange spiders big as my ship, frozen in space. I got out of it eventually once again with a dented hull. It could have been worse. The ship has taken damage. Man, I really should do some repairs. We're not all that awesome on this. So nothing here. Events are rather annoying. Day 423, they preyed on me like a storm of micrometeorites, but it was a sort of spacefaring race, nanobots which tapped on the heart of my reactors. As a thank you, they repaired a little bit of my hull. Hey, they were nice. Cool, you guys, thanks. Okay, now this system seems like place we might like. So what do you have? Just hydrogen. Hold on. Let's refuel my tank here. Not that I would expect you to yield me that much, but yeah, that's what I expected. One more, at least 4. Oh no, you had to, didn't you? Anyways, let's see here. We could use some iron now and anomaly and silicon. Perfect. The planet hosted life, but now is dead. Yes, it's this again. Nearby the high walls of an empty stone city, I find a structure holding several statues. Besides, there's a pile of components. One of them is a broken space folder. There's something unknown here, oval in shape. What could be the use of this? I must study it. Oh, interferometer! And that's not a bad find. Wait. What do we need to build an interferometer? Gold and silicon. Well, the interferometer is a device allowing to pinpoint which planets orbit a distant star system, but we still don't know if those are, you know, bugged by aliens. But it can, you know, lead to some situations where you avoid dead systems, so you save some fuel, which is what I would like. Well, hello there, matey. Now we can do an ultra probe here. Yes, an ultra probe is here. But I'll carry the hafnium because I think, yes, you just need iron to repair this one. So iron is the more important part of this transaction. Okay, let's repair the ship a bit with the spare iron and drill a bit more, because the drill is what we're all about. Now let's take off and continue. A black hole, oh my god, you have to be kidding me. And a red dwarf system here. Well, the arrow dwarf is getting far away, and this one was, but this system was good, and one had a lot of fuel in it. But we have two full stacks. But shouldn't we go back and replenish? It's 24, then about 8 to get to planet, and then 2. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We have to push forward. I just hope I won't regret this decision. Please don't be killed. Day 432. Each time I refill my oxygen tanks with the air of a garden planet, the smell of the place fills my ship. I have with me the exotic scent of invisible flowers I will never see again, and I sleep among them and they bend my way of thinking. Okay, there's the space station. Please give fuel. No, you bastard. Okay. White dwarf or yellow dwarf? Oh, we're getting awfully close to the edge of the space. There's a red dwarf here, and that black hole we try to avoid. Okay, I'm gonna go to the system that's the cheapest. And it seems to be the white dwarf system right here. Okay, let's do that. I said I'm gonna do that, so let's do that. Day 441. There's a pyramid here on a drifting asteroid. I land on it and begin the exploration. Fascinating. This is some kind of library. Millions of tiny pyramids carved with glyphs which sometimes vibrate and even draw images into the air. If I had a million years' time, I could learn an awful lot in here. Let's study. I link a lifeline between the ship and my spacesuit in order to have enough time to study the pyramids. With the help of my computer, I try to decrypt words, but I would need more computing power and a lot more time to achieve anything. I have to give up on this research. And I just lost oxygen, and this system hates us. It has nothing of value in it. So red dwarf blocks. Oh, I hate that sound. Day 450. The cosmic rays of the star were hitting a strong magnetic field, creating in space an aurora Borealis as big as 1,000 suns. I was enthralled by the unspeakable beauty of this giant and luminous arc. That was until I discovered, alas, that the magnetic disturbance had erased entries in the database. Oh no! A geoscan was lost. Okay, and once again we are dying here for lack of fuel. A yellow dwarf and a red dwarf. Please, game, throw me a bone here. 20. So let's get 10. Man, we need some fuel here. That's awful. A strange electromagnetic day 459. A strange electromagnetic disturbance phenomenon is moving before me, as if it were alive. In space, it is of a white-blue color. It moves closer and touches my ship. Suddenly, the temperature drops very low and ice appears on the walls. Danger! Put on a spacesuit. I put on a spacesuit, shivering. The thing keeps on looking for heat and entropy, and I move around the ship to avoid it. The terrible cold it creates shuts down a module. It gives up the hunt for a nearby asteroid heated by the star. The thing was an avatar of death. Okay, let's repair and gas giant, please. Game. Oh. Please don't make me lose this game. Oh, you bastard! You bastard! Oh my god. I'm getting super afraid. Okay, yellow dwarf and red dwarf. We have enough fuel and omegas to visit both of them, but we are getting critical here. Okay, yellow dwarf. Limp forward my ship. Day 468. I crossed the path of a grey asteroid like a little moon. I remember that the moon had a lot of oxygen in its bedrock, so I sampled a big chunk of rock, did a little bit of electrolytic chemistry, and gathered up some, not much, oxygen. Okay, these guys are obviously going to be with us. No, I don't want to quit the game. Why would I want to do that? Okay, let's put this and gain emergency fuel. Yes! Oh my god, yes! I'm all of my yes. Oh, thank God for this. We need all of this fuel. Okay, where to now? Red giant or yellow dwarf? Red dwarf. We had a good luck with yellow dwarf, so let's try to push it one step ahead and get to the next yellow dwarf. Day 477. All of a sudden, all my tools and the buckles of my suit get stuck against the wall. From the observation bay, I can see a small pitch-black asteroid. Use the geoscan. I analyzed the body with the geoscan. Unbelievable, it is antimatter. It's very hazardous, since any contact with matter would result in a formidable explosion. I fly away as fast as I can. Oh, we've gathered an Omega. Cool. Okay, there's a space station that supplies something we don't need instead of something we want. Okay, we're going back to mine a bit more fuel. Because the situation needs resolving, and I'm way too of a chicken to push forward with no fuel on board. That's a recipe for disaster. Trust me, I'm a scientist.